Hi everyone, this is Kanika here, and I am utilizing my time right now. I'm at a site right now and I'm waiting for my clients. So I thought, why not utilize this time to, to further the discussion on the, Vipassana practice and what happens after that. Because so many of you are messaging, and it's really nice to be part of a community or whatever you want to call it, where like-minded people are kind of relating, with the whole thing. So. Some of you actually asked me, can you please explain in detail what happens? So this video is about that. So again, repeating a few things for those who are probably coming here or watching this for the first time. My Vipassana practice got over in February 2022. So now it's probably exactly 3 years since it got over. And now here's what happened. Right after, immediately after, there was no effect. Like immediately after, meaning in March or April, I think dumbfounded, like समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था कुछ. But then the stuff started. But before that, I think I need to rewind and tell you that somewhere, actually no, even before that, in February, while the Vipassana was going on, when I think the third or fourth day gets over, when you actually get into the practice and you start feeling everything, is when I remember when on the left side pe, there used to be like a tower of very demonic looking things like worms and snakes and circles, like cylinders and green, black, slimy. So I think now that it's been 3 years and like very towering, like extremely tall, touching the sky. Okay, and now that it's been a while, since it happened, and now I can look back and understand. That's when I've realized that whatever one associates with scary stuff or frightening stuff from one's childhood maybe is what comes out in Vipassana. And again, it's not for everybody. For me, that happened. Okay, and I think that was my trauma playing out in that way. That the towering, all the fears or all the hurt and everything was coming out or getting manifested in that form, but it was on the left hand side. And it was not scaring me that time. That time I was just observing it. I was like, kya hai? What is this? It was more not even amusing. I was just like curious. What is all this? Yaar? I remember it, but I remember it like very clearly. Okay. Then slowly, when I started to continue with my life, and initially you don't even realize that it is the after effects of that intense practice. Thank God I did it. Thank God. Everybody should do it, I feel, but then again, it's each one his own. I think it was really needed for me, and to move ahead, because that brought a necessary break that was needed in my life, like a before and after. Now, before and after could have been very happily 10 days of Vipassana as well, but it wasn't. It turned into 3 years, And in that, what happened is that one by one, everything broke down. What I mean by that is that my reality, my assumptions, my conditioning, my viewpoint, my perspectives, outlooks, the way I looked at things, my beliefs, everything started to shatter and break down. And that's when you feel very groundless. Like, ab kya hoga? It's very scary. It's damn scary. And I was totally alone, totally. Like, nobody could understand. And I don't blame anybody like that. Truth be told, I do. A few people, I wish they would have been around even when I was telling them that this is how I'm feeling. But not everybody is understanding, and everybody has their own path, At the end of the day, no point blaming, because everybody has their own shit going on, So that all is great, because I'm glad it happened. I'm better off for it. But yeah, those 3 years were nothing short of hell, and I describe this in a way which is very interesting. Now imagine that there is a pair of socks. Okay, so there's one sock that you're kind of like, you've taken it out and you're rolling it about in thorns. Okay, and then suddenly you have to wear that sock in, like the thorn wala part is inside where your foot goes in. Okay, and वो पहन के आप चल रहे हो, लगे जा रहा है, and then one day you decide enough यार, बहुत सारे stones हैं, बहुत सारा thorns हैं, बहुत कुछ है उसके अंदर. So one day you decide enough. You take your foot out, which is of course bruised and wounded and bloody and all of that, but then you take the sock out also, and you put your hand inside the sock and you literally pull out the sock inside out. Now imagine this to be me inside, कि अंदर इतना stones, इतना thorns, इतना पता नहीं क्या क्या था. And Vipassana did that for me, where the next 3 years I literally went inside myself and took myself out. Does it make sense? It makes a lot of sense to me. यही बार अपने आप आता है, like analogy, in my head, because that's how I felt. And now that it's out, at least I can see things for what they are, better than what I used to. I don't know, abhi to lamba jana hai life mein. Actually, God knows how long anybody's going to live. But my point is that my past life is very clearly visible in terms of like placement ho pa raha hai. You know, that अच्छा ये तब हुआ, यही तब हुआ, इसका ये मतलब था, उसका वो मतलब था. Very objectively, like, you know, instead of in a victim mode or a blame mode, instead of that, you kind of accept. That's the best word I can say, that you accept your own life, you own your own life, and you then kind of decide अब किधर लेके चलना है आपको अपनी ज़िंदगी. I think that's that, and you just kind of take control. You understand how to react, how to respond, and then you begin on good practices, good habits. It just helps, yeah. It makes a foundation, basically. That's what it does. At least that's what it's done to me, and it's an evolution. And I would love to keep making videos also to kind of tell you where I'm at. This is one of them because I had some time. Like I said, I'm waiting for somebody. मैंने कहा चलो ये बना लेते हैं. Sorry for the sound, but yeah, that's that.